little kids will go, Mom.
There must be darkness before light can shine. We're giving a voice to the voiceless, and we are honoring those and those left behind who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So we the people, raise up your glass. There will be no fear here, where light is eternal. You have found the two-step tribe. Welcome home.
In the glow of a screen, with hope in our hearts, celebrating freedom, we'll play our parts. From football fields to the ring of a fight, we hold our heads high in this American life. Raise up your glasses, a toast to the night. For service and sacrifice, we shine a light. With boots on the ground, we're proud and we cheer. Together we stand with no room for fear. Here's to the heroes remembered in song. With every sweet note, let our spirits grow strong. In unity, laughter, we'll rise and we'll pray for freedom and honor, come what may.
Hey, how is it going out there? It is Two Step Tribe. We are live right now. I am Tracy Two Step, and this is my lovely. Who are we on the screen? Come on, man, say who you are.
Uncle Ryano, baby, Uncle Ryano.
Uncle Ryano coming to you live right now while we're doing our broadcast as well as the radio show for Two Step Tribe. Hope you're having a great time. Please put this out to your friends, loved ones, brothers, sisters, cats, dogs. Check it out.
Dog.
Other dogs. Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. We have two amazing bands for you tonight. One is the musician we're going to bring up, Brooks Herring. And then we have Rab, the front man. Rab is the show. And Steve, Broken Arrow Band. And Kyle, you're going to understand this all in just a moment. We have both of those with us tonight. I say we go ahead and grab Brooks and bring him up and introduce him to everybody here on
100%.
the show. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to jump to the music, get it spinning, get it playing. I want to show these guys off. I'm down here in New Orleans, and I've been bragging, so I'm ready. I'm ready for them to see what we're talking about.
You got it. I just brought them on screen. For those of you who are listening to the Two Step Tribe or brought to you by Patriots Inside the Wire, check out the YouTube, one of the platforms. If you want to visually see what we see, check that out. However, you're coming live right now, Two Step Tribe. Shout out to 107.5. Yes, I have a cold. Gotta love it. Hey, this is Brooks Herring. Brooks Herring.
Hey,
Brooks Herring music coming to us. Brooks is a veteran that I happen to know. Thank you for your service. And then I'm going to turn around and say one of the nicest, kindest singer-songwriters that I've met, literally, that I really wanted to bring to the tribe to check out their music. And I got to be careful here because there's a lot of them that I love you all. But Brooks really has, even before we jumped with how many radio stations, Uncle Ryano? Who are we? Where are we?
Woo. Well, right now, just with the Swamp, not counting Heroes Media partnerships, but just with the Swamp, it's 60 plus stations to 195 countries. Over on Heroes Media, that is terrestrial, it is internet, it is all the podcast streaming platforms from Amazon, Apple, all of them. Then you turn right around. Just on Heroes Media Group, just the website gets 2 million visits to the website. Just to the homepage of the website. So that's a very small percentage of what actually catches the broadcast every week.
Right. So radio is really important for our musicians that we can get in here, the independent musicians like Brooks. So instead of us talking about Brooks, he's literally sitting right here. So why don't we
And
get
and
him?
and and it's not just the musicians. We work hard for independent radio. Also,
Oh
we
yeah.
are a tribe. We are a partnership. It works both
Mhm.
ways. We're lifting up everybody together.
Yes, we are not just on social media. There's nothing wrong with that. However, Brooks, welcome to the show. You've been on the prior show, which is the home production. Now you're on Two Step Tribe Radio and Music. How's it going for you?
It's going great. It's been busy, very busy in the best way. So,
That's a
keeping
good
the
thing,
train
right?
rolling down the track.
Yeah. So I hear you just got back from literally on back-to-back shows.
Yeah, I just flew back in from Key West this morning. I was down there for the annual Songwriters Festival. Went down Wednesday night and played a total of 13 shows in 5 days. Flew back this morning, flew out of Key West at 7 a.m., landed in Nashville at 10, and I was back on stage on Broadway at 2 p.m. playing a 4-hour show. So right back into the grinder.
There it is. There you mentioned playing. So tell me about right now. So Brooks Herring is out of Nashville right now. Where will you be playing? Coming up, it's Mother's Day weekend. A lot is coming up in this month of May. Where will you be at this weekend?
I'll be here in Nashville this weekend. I'm going to be at Doc Holliday's over on 2nd Avenue tomorrow night. I'm going to be at Live Oak on Thursday. I'm there every Thursday, 2:30 to 6:30. I'm at Doc Holliday's every Wednesday, 6 to 10. Friday, I'm going to be at Hotel Frey, right over here off of Broadway, 3 to 6, and then back at Doc's from 7 to 10. Saturday, I'm going to be out at the studio. So probably won't be downtown at all. Sunday, I'm at Handcut, 3:30 to 7:30. Back at Friends in Low Places every Monday, 2 to 6, Garth's Bar. Big shout out to Garth and Friends in Low Places. They take great care of us.
Mm-hmm.
And back at Jelly Rolls, love Jelly Roll. We're at his place every Tuesday, 2 to 6. Then I hit the road for Wisconsin and the Midwest. I'll be going up through Illinois and be all over Wisconsin for a bit, and then heading back down here around Memorial Day.
You got it going on. So as far as music, I understand you have a new song coming out too.
I do. Yeah, I've got another single coming out this Friday. I'm really excited about this one. It's a very personal song to me. I wrote this song by myself. I co-write, 3-4 times a week. I mean, co-writing is a big part of the culture here in Nashville. It's just what we do. And it's great to get 2 or 3 people in a room, especially, songwriters. You can just get so many different ideas and so many different perspectives and kind of piece together a song pretty quickly. But I saw another songwriter named Josiah Siska, who's an incredible songwriter, great singer. His music is amazing. He played a show at Chiefs, and he said one of his songs, he's like, I wrote this song by myself just to make sure that I could still write a song by myself. And what I found, that kind of inspired me to do the same. And what I found was, no matter how close I am with the people that I write with, a lot of the people that I write with, I consider to be close friends. No matter how close you are with those people, there is still a certain level of reservation that you have about things in your life that are very personal when you're writing a song. You sit down, you got these ideas about an island song and a boat song and a beer song and a breakup song or whatever else, but the things that are actually happening in your life, and things that have happened in your life and what you're feeling. So How to Fix a Broken Heart is something that, kind of came from me. There is a lot of my life in that song.
Okay.
Do you know why the co-writes took off like they did?
I have no idea. I would imagine because one of my biggest issues is I write every single day. I don't write whole songs every day, but I will write a chorus or just a verse or a hook or come up with a catchy melody or something like that, or a riff on the guitar. And then it's just being able to have 2 or 3 minds in the same place to have more pieces to the puzzle to put together.
No, that's sad. I mean, the what ended up happening is the cream always collects together, right? And the brackish water always collects together. It's just inherently that way. And you'll start. We used to have all these guys like me and Big Kenny from Big and Rich, and Bill Luther and Josh Keir. We were regular co-writes, but it was because we'd become best friends. I mean, just like beautiful close friends. And that did that happen first, or did the writing? I think the writing happened first, and we got to see all the different components of each other, and that's what caused the friendship. So you see that firsthand. But the reason that it was so pushed for so long is they started bringing in people who couldn't write. So then they started wrapping them with alphas, so that they could still get a piece of the publishing, right? And so that initially started, and then it morphed into, well, if we've got enough people on it, then that means the network will get the song cut. And it ends up, well, none of the pluggers do it. You will always be the guy who gets it cut. You and your co-writers. Very seldom, like only like 2% of the time have I ever seen pluggers and publishing companies actually go get the cuts. It's always been the writer themselves, the artist themselves, that actually went in and made it happen. So yeah, then kudos to him and to you for writing by yourself, because there for a little while I forgot I sounded like writing by myself, and it's very rewarding to be able to say you still got the juice. You need to do that. Everybody does,
For sure.
I have always, everything I've written, it has been, I read, well, one of them was with Billy Ray, but I have a ton. How many songs went up to Uncle Ryano? I don't even know. I'm over 1,000. Just since I saw Brooks, listen to this. I bet I'd only written maybe 30 when I saw Brooks, and it's probably been at least a year. And I'm up to almost 1,000.
Wow.
I don't know. It's just been one of those times that things in life came around, and it was just time to get back to it. Took a little bit of a break. There's Mr. Ty E. There, our active duty, the Washington State Freedom Runner, giving a shout out to his brothers and sisters that served. Thank you, Mr. Ty E. Eliason, for your service. And again, Brooks Herring is a veteran. Thank you for your service, Brooks. Here on the show, live, Two-Step Tribe, Navy veteran, singer-songwriter Brooks, like Garth Brooks, Herring like the fish, Brooks Herring. You can tell I've been to one of his shows.
Yeah.
I know. I loved it. I actually got to take my son. It was hilarious too. He's actually very, very funny. So don't let him fool you. Y'all need to check it out.
Sometimes you got to pull the dad jokes out,
Yeah. And maybe not even dad.
We can do them all day. We got them all day. The bus ride shall be long. The bus ride shall be long.
Yeah.
We need to get to a song here. Don't forget, everybody, we've got Rab in the house and Broken Arrow Kyle Band. So as they come in with Brooks, I have a few of your songs. Obviously, the one that's not out yet, I want to wait on. Okay. But which song would you like for me to play first? And I don't even think Uncle Ryano has heard what I have in here yet. So
yeah,
I got one I like.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I got a bunch of them I like, but I got one already. Oh yeah, I got moves like Jagger when I listen to that one. Y'all don't even want to know. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. See, Brooks is like, yeah. Well, how about I Want to Run?
Oh, I got to run. Yeah. I love that song.
I ain't scared of that.
So I think I sent you. I Do It for Free. That song I wrote with Willie Shaw and Will Cooper. It was actually an all veteran. It was all veteran, but it was a veteran songwriting camp over at Endure Studios back in 2023. Creative Vets played a big part in organizing all that. And I got paired up with Will Cooper, who's an incredible producer and songwriter, and was able to kind of like get a track going right off the bat. And Willie Shaw was in there with us. And then this song is kind of my comparison between being in the military and being a musician. I'm very, very blessed and very, very grateful and fortunate that that both of those occupations paid my bills. At some point in my life, when I was on active duty, that paid my bills. And now as a full-time musician, I'm able to pay my bills with that. But I loved being in uniform, and I love being a musician, and I would do either one of them for free if I could, gladly. I'm still working on getting a sponsorship from the Nashville Electric Service.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Good luck on that one. You never know, though. I always say, put it out there. You absolutely never know. I love that.
NES is in your pocket.
We're going to go with Brooks Herring. I Do It for Free is the name of the song, and we're going to play it for you right now. Check it out. You're on Two Step Tribe again. Shout out. Check it out. Here we go. I Do It for Free by Brooks Herring.
There's no fame in the devil's work. No one's waiting to see my name unless it means I'm in the dirt. Doesn't always seem worth it, hell it wouldn't be for most. But I was born to fight, made to bleed, and used to do things that you want. I won't set my sights on riches, I'm happy to survive. Don't need much money, this is how I feel alive. I do it for free, it's where I'm meant to be. I do it for free, that's good enough for me. Don't need to count your money, can't take it when I leave. I do it for free. Chasing deals is a fool's game. Waiting on a real big break always ends the same. There's no heaven in the stage lights, but there's freedom in the sound. Never beg for a dollar, but I'll take the stage till they throw me in the ground. I won't set my sights on riches, I'm happy to survive. Don't need much money, this is how I feel alive. I do it for free, it's where I'm meant to be. I do it for free, that's good enough for me. Don't need to count your money, can't take it when I leave. I do it for free, I do it for free. I do it for free, it's where I'm meant to be. I do it for free, that's good enough for me. Don't need to count your money, can't take it when I leave. I do it for free, I do it for free.
Ooh, would you do it for free?
I would.
Yeah, I know you would, Brooks. I don't know about Uncle Ryano. Would you do it for free, Uncle Ryano?
For the low price of, I'd do something. I'd turn right around and you speak whatever money I charge, I'm gonna turn right around and pay Brooks's light bill with it. But I'm bad about that shit. But I'll do it.
I love it.
You got to understand, if you don't charge something, sometimes people won't see the value in it. I had a good friend of mine worth millions of dollars. His wife had to remodel the kitchen every 8 minutes. She got the kitchen remodeled, turned right around. He put this $5,000 refrigerator that was the wrong color out on the porch with a big sign that said free to a good home, and everybody would just look at it and drive on by. He thought about it after about a week. He said, "This is stupid, and I don't like having a refrigerator on my porch of this big old mansion. So I'm going to ask for $2,000." He went and he put $2,000, and you take it to a good home. He came home from work the next day, and somebody stole it. So yeah, that's how that works. if you don't,
Mission
if you don't,
accomplished.
yes, if you don't put a price tag on it, folks won't snatch and grab it for some reason.
Well, I understand the song under the sentiment behind Brooks Herring and his heart by serving and being able to do music and what that means in that song. However, I also agree with what you're saying, Uncle Ryano, and I'm sure Brooks does too, in the value, especially in at this home, Two Step Tribe. We definitely know what it's about when it's free.
Brooks
and
stood for us already, so now we stand for Brooks. That's how that works.
Yeah,
You can take a seat, young man. We standing for you.
Yeah, my biggest thing is, this is what I say. We're planning some things. I'm going to announce it since it's Brooks on the show. And then we're going to get to another song. And then don't forget, we've got Rab and Broken Arrow coming to you. Broken Arrow Kyle. They've been out there on their show, publicity all over. So stand by. Brooks, while you're the one on the show, I wanted to go ahead and announce what we have done with, you're familiar with Sergeant Two Step. And met me. I'll be there in Tennessee, actually the Franklin area again, where they're honoring our fallen. And that's the reason I'll be there. So, and that's Sergeant Two Step. That's my son. I don't say it much on this show at all. That was the prior show. Y'all can catch that on a Wednesday. On the radio, we're saying it because we accomplished something that I was working on quietly when I met Brooke. When I met Brooks, y'all, I have a cold. When I met Brooks, I was secretly trying to figure out where I wanted to go again. Did I want to write? Did I want to sing? Did I want to go on the radio? What did I really want? But my son did the same thing, and nobody really knew that. So I have now gotten it from like, wait a minute, I'm going to go back towards running the foundation, writing, music, radio, festivals. But the biggest thing is I had been offered a new lane for the category in music. So for the CMAs and ACM, and we're working with some other people right now, there's officially an award now called the Sergeant Two Step Award. So, and that will go for instance, the CMAs this year, the Sergeant Two Step Award will come out. They have the Wailing Jennings Award. They have other categories, but the Sergeant Two Step Award, you can get in touch with us by going to our website right now, patriotsinsidethewire.com, about the Sergeant Two Step Foundation and the music and what we're doing to give back to the community, the kids, and what you can do in your community to give back to the family members of the fallen and survivors with music back in the community. So with that heart, bringing on stage, whether you're a veteran, first responder, surviving families, or just a good humanitarian, a very good person in the community doing some work, and you've noticed that music is in need, and it really is. It's medicinal to me. It's therapeutic. The Sergeant Two Step Award is officially in for the CMA. So since it's Brooks, I decided we would announce it tonight. So shout out. I don't know. She's watching actually. So shout out and thank you to Miss Mary at the CMAs and the concert that we'll be having in September. It's a private one, but we'll put it out to who's going to get it. So just get in touch with patriotsinsidethewire.com. You can reach Uncle Ryano. You can even reach Brooks. He knows how to get me. Anybody that's coming on the show, and we'll get you more information, and we'll get you the nominees. And if you want to have more to do with the Sergeant Two Step Foundation and you're in music, and it's someone like Brooks, is who I look at when I think of, he's in Nashville and he's a veteran. Don't let him fool y'all. He's extremely intelligent when it comes to music and everything about it. There's a lot of business that goes on. You got to pay attention to these things. I don't know if y'all have seen those little clips. They're true. Those 360 deals and all kinds of little hidden things. So one of the
music business is 98% business and 2% music. If you don't figure that out in the first 20 minutes, you're whooped already.
That's true. And Brooks is one of those that I would call and go, hey, wait, is this? He'd be like, go get this book, Tracy. And I did. I went and got the book. So thank you for that, Brooks. And I'm glad that we could share that while you're on. And I'll get you more information about that, Brooks. And I'll be out there in Tennessee here soon. The Sergeant Two Step Foundation literally partnered with CMA, ACM. I'm not going to go any further right now. We'll do a show on it literally. Right now, Brooks, you've got another song. This is just to save the date with Veteran Lifestyle Magazine joining with us, saying thank you. I want to get back to another one of your songs on here, Brooks. We're on with Brooks Herring right now. Uncle Ryano up there traveling on the road. Y'all got to come check out and watch him on the YouTube, because normally he's got lights and there's all kinds of stuff behind him. I'm like, we got the stripped down version tonight.
Yeah, this is New Orleans. This is I had to do my pop-up rig here in New Orleans, and then it'll be Pensacola, Florida, then Orlando, Florida. I may hit Miami Beach, then it'll be Columbia, South Carolina, Columbus, Georgia, and then I'll be heading back to North Louisiana, baby.
Well, have at it. I'll be in Tennessee and then back to Texas. That's about where I go. Well, except for, I'm sorry, we will be in Louisiana for several festivals coming up too. So on the back channels, any musicians listening to this, singers, songwriters, producers, you want to get involved. There's also the festivals that are happening because of a program and foundation that we started. So we've got Freedom Fest on the West Coast, Patriot Fest all over, and the two-step concert series that goes along with the awards and humanitarian. Brooks,
that's one of the rock stars right there we need on these festivals. See that dude, I ain't gonna mention nobody's name, but he's a real good looking guy with a phenomenal haircut. He's right about there somewhere. Yeah.
If y'all are tuning in and you cannot see, my co-host Uncle Ryano is just pointing down on a screen literally to Brooks Herring. Go check out the episode. You can find it on YouTube, very easy, or any social platform. Check out Two Step Tribe and look at Brooks Herring's haircut that Uncle Ryano so much. He just loves his hair.
You can't bring sexy back if that shit ain't ever left. I'm just saying. Look out. Go ahead.
I love it. Yeah, I just don't even know what to say. I'm going to have a show that's like Uncle Ryano-isms. Uncle Ryano-isms.
We can go all day.
You can. You can. Well, let's get some music up in here. Brooks has talked the least on the show, and he needs to be the one talking more.
Then get cracking.
At least I'm laughing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I think next we can go to the song that I wrote with Katrina Stone and Bench Hurd. It's called Before I Go. And this song hasn't been released. Not sure when it's going to be released. This was done as a part of a sync project. And so, but I fell in love with the song when we wrote it. I fell even more in love with the song when we recorded it. Really excited for it to come out. Really excited to see where it lands in terms of television or a movie, hopefully a movie. You know, just this song kind of speaks to you know, saying goodbye in a few different ways, and how saying goodbye is inevitably a part of life in many different ways and for many different reasons. Yeah, I added a military perspective on it, and in the first verse, and we kind of carried from there in a few different aspects of life, and I think it kind of speaks for itself the rest of the way.
How to Fix a Broken Heart. When does this come out officially, Brooks?
So How to Fix a Broken Heart is going to be coming out on Friday.
Okay. I want to make sure everybody knows we got a new song alert coming out on Friday. How to Fix a Broken Heart. We're talking about your different songs and playing and the story behind them. Why don't you say again the name of your song that I will be playing for you right now?
This one's going to be Before I Go.
Here we go. Before I Go. And do not forget, How to Fix a Broken Heart is coming out. We do have it. Doesn't mean I'm not playing it, but I just want to make sure they understand you got to add it to the playlist in the digital era.
You can pre-save it right now. You can go to the link. You can go to my website, brooksherringmusic.com, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Brooks Herring Music. And you can pre-save it right there. Add it to your Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever you use.
Yep, we'll add it to ours too. We have a whole tribe list. It's called Two Step Tribe. playlist running too on our radio station. So we'll make sure that our brother and sister stations pick that up too. This is Before I Go with Brooks Herring.
Days turn into hours till I leave for the first time. I won't lie and say I'm ready. There's so much on my mind. You know I have to answer. I raise my hand to keep you safe. 21's too young to feel this way. I wish you understood. I wish that I could show all the ways I love you before I go. I just wanna say I'm sorry. Your forgiveness that's overdue. You should know I'll always be there. Take this heart as an IOU. Don't know how and don't know when, but I hope I see you again. If I don't, I wanted you to know before I go. Hours turned into years. Really thought I could make it work. We're a little older and maybe wiser, but hurting you still hurts. We've made mistakes and I can't say I gave it my everything. Guess some things just aren't meant to be. I wish you understood. I wish that I could show all the ways I love you before I go. I just wanna say I'm sorry. Get forgiveness that's overdue. You should know I'll always be there. Take this heart as an IOU. Don't know how and don't know when, but I hope I see again. If I don't, I wanted you to know before I go. Yeah. Years turn into minutes till I leave for the last time. Looking back on the beginning, oh, I've lived 1,000 lives. Wipe the tears from your eyes. I'm not afraid to take this step with one last look and my last breath. I just wanna say I'm sorry. If forgiveness that's overdue. You should know I'll always be there. Take this heart as an IOU. Don't know how and don't know when, but I hope I see you again. If I don't, I wanted you to know before I go. Before I go.
Ooh, all
I was
right.
waiting. I was waiting. Yeah, I was like, damn it, if he don't bust out, I'm gonna just sit over here. And you busted out, so I didn't have to sit over here.
That last note wasn't even planned. I was in the vocal booth and like I just took it up, and then I finished singing that round on the track, and I turned, and Benj was he had turned around in his chair and he was just staring at me like, what did you just do?
Planning involves thinking, and singing comes from the spirit. And when you just throw that out there and do it, that's just fire. There's nothing, it's not premeditated. It's just your soul peeking out, coming out. And you did a great job on that, buddy.
I love it. I love it. Brooks, this is a part of the show where I bring in Rab. He has a show, the Broken Arrow Band, to meet you on with the show that they're joining us on. You actually got to meet them a little bit backstage. They're hanging. They've been doing a lot of work to promote Two Step Tribe too. And I'm going to bring them up with you here. There we are on the show with Rab on his show. How's it going? And Broken Arrow Band, Kyle. This is Steve and Rab. I cannot see your faces through your title.
They got it going on back there, though. We need to be heading over to Richard's house. It is a party.
Hey,
Yeah.
how y'all are?
The name title, I'll fix that for you. This is Brooks Herring and Rab and Steve with Broken Arrow Band. You can find Broken Arrow Band Kyle, and Rab, you can find him in his show as well and the work that they do. Rab, you're familiar with running shows and doing all sorts of things. What did you think about Brooks? You got to listen to a couple of those songs. What did you think?
Man, I tell you what, we were sitting here in the office area, and when that last song especially came on, we were kind of listening to it, and then it's like a minute in, we looked at each other and go, "Wow, that was beautiful." I was kind of like,
Yeah.
that was a good song, man. I really liked that song. That was beautiful.
Yep. So your allergies were getting you to that song.
I
Huh?
just had something in my eye.
Everybody getting misty.
Go with him.
That'll happen. Uncle Ryano's got the right idea. He's got the shades on. You can't tell.
Yeah, you don't ever get to see what's going on with me till it's already happening. Yeah.
It looks funny when I do it, y'all. I tried once and I was like, yeah, no, that works for y'all. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. Plus, I couldn't see the screen very well.
It's the Irish thing. People are used to us running around. That one's got some red in his beard and hair. So I was like, my people. Yeah. So,
Oh, Lord.
we got my people.
Started.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get him to break out his kilt. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh, I got one.
I
That's
know.
at home. I'm not at home right now.
Yeah. I got the businessman kilt. It's like if it ever flips up, everybody, I saw some business. There you go. See, Richard laughed. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, y'all, listen. I'm going to grab another song while we've got Rab and Broken Arrow Band. Kyle, so that's Steve, Rab and Steve sitting right there. Brooks, can we grab your new song that's coming out?
Sure.
This is How to Fix a Broken Heart, and I wanted to grab Rab and Steve for this with Uncle Ryano on right now, myself, Tracy Two Step, standing by with BrooksHerringMusic.com. Be sure to check out his site. Find all the places that he is playing in Tennessee, Nashville area right now. There's a lot of things going on. You can also go to our site, PatriotsInsideTheWire.com. You'll find our shows. You'll find a lot of the information there too, in any platforms. The easiest thing to do is to go to YouTube, Two Step Tribe. Right now, Rab and Steve, how are y'all doing over there?
Doing great.
Doing good over here.
You got it all out on your channels too tonight, right?
We're blasting you.
Blasting. All right. Yep, we're over on their channels tonight. So not so much Patriots Inside the Wire, but more Two Step Tribe. So we'll get the word out to more of the people that I was working with prior.
It staggers out. It staggers out. So streaming, like right now, is how it goes live. Then it staggers out. If Tracy hadn't told you, over the next week, it goes to the Swamp 107.5 and all those syndicated radio stations. It ends up going to Heroes Media Group to millions of listeners. So basically, it's the full thing, kind of a 2 to 3 week per each episode, has that delayed release going out to everyone. And so this is pretty cool. The more of us that we pull in and stream in real time, the wider the reach, instantly. So this is badass. Good job on that.
Yeah, and we're live right now. So with the radio, we got to make sure to take care of our home, 107.5. Big shout out. That's our home base. From our home base, we go to the other stations and say thank you too. I do have I won't shout out, but I have 4 right now that I got a hold of and said, you've got to watch this episode. not tomorrow, not later. Like, come check out what I'm going to show you between Rab and Steve with Broken Arrow Band and Brooks Herring. I've been mentioning Brooks to quite a few people, and they're like, all right, well, we'll get to it. I said, nope, I want you to watch the actual show and you'll see what I mean. So, and then about these great men over here too. So Brooks Herring is on right now, and he's got a brand new song coming out on Friday, How to Fix a Broken Heart. You can go right now, brooksherringmusic.com, or any of the social media right there on Instagram, Brooks Herring Music. You can check that out to find how to fix a broken heart. Anything to say on that one, Brooks?
Yeah, I started working on cars when I was like 12 years old. I ended up with a 91 Toyota Celica GT in the yard that I tore apart, and never figured out how to put it back together. But I fell in love with the process, and enlisted in the Navy straight out of high school. I spent 6 years as a weapons specialist in the Navy, deployed to Iraq and Africa, and spent 2 years working for the Army in Afghanistan as a weapons specialist. Throughout that time, I just learned how to do all the maintenance on my own vehicles, started building engines, started doing jobs for friends and coworkers. And I did HVAC with my dad for several years. I do plumbing and electrical in my house. If I can get my hands on something, my first instinct is never to throw it away or take it somewhere to get fixed. My first instinct is to fix it myself. And I've just always been that way.
He likes to use his hands. I'm bringing up a picture right now with Brooks Herring, and he's in the picture. So again, if you're listening to us, go check out the YouTube channel to look. Brooks, is this a Chevy, or what is this behind me? You're in this picture.
That's my baby. That's a Chevy Silverado 2500 Duramax. It's got the L5P. You can't even really tell it's a Chevy from the front because I put aftermarket headlights and grill and bumper and everything on it, and I've done just about everything there is to do that truck. I love that truck, and I will drive that truck until it falls apart, which, if I have anything to say about it, won't ever happen because I take good care of it. But yeah, I just I've always been a Mr. Fix-It. People call me to fix things. But over the past couple of years, I've had to face a very harsh reality that there are some things that I can't fix.
That's true. We have How to Fix a Broken Heart. Brooks actually has two people still in this. Are they still in the service, Brooks? You have two people directly, immediately connected to you that are serving. Last we connected, you have a child, and you also had someone else still serving. Are they still serving?
So my best friend, who I affectionately call my oldest son sometimes, Bobby Herpel, he re-enlisted in the Marine Corps. He's stationed down at Yuma, but he's actually deployed to Korea right now. And yeah, my wife is still in the Army National Guard.
Okay. All right. This is How to Fix a Broken Heart. Now, Rab and Steve over there, Broken Arrow Band. Rab, you especially know what you're doing between your show, so you feel free to jump in here. I'm going to play this for Brooks Herrings. It is How to Fix a Broken Heart. Check this out.
Changing out old guitar strings, a tune-up or an oil change. Hell, damn near anything, I can fix it. An old hand-me-down washing machine, a couple parts and some elbow grease. If it's something that I really need, I can fix it. Here lately I've been trying to figure out how to put a wrench on everything that's broken in this house. I can build an engine from the block up, swing a hammer, lay stone, drive a big truck. I can do a lot of things that most men can't. knock 'em down. Fall a tree and pull the stump from the ground. But when the sawdust settles, what's broken needs more than paint. I'm having trouble shooting doubles, trying to figure out where to start. 'Cause I don't know how to fix a broken heart. Duct tape can hold a lot together till there's a wrong turn in the weather. Is it getting worse or is it getting better? Can I fix it? Here lately I've been wondering if I even have the tools to tighten up everything that's coming loose. I can build an engine from the block up, swing a hammer, lay stone, drive a big truck. I can do a lot of things that most men can't. I can put up walls and I can knock them down. Fall a tree and pull the stump from the ground. But when the sawdust settles, what's broken needs more than paint. Having trouble shooting doubles, trying to figure out where to start. 'Cause I don't know how to fix a broken heart. Could you give me a hand and help me make this right? Could you help me make this right? I can build an engine from the block up, swing a hammer, lay stone, drive a big truck. I can do a lot of things that most men can't. I can put up walls and I can knock them down. Fall a tree and ground. But when the sawdust settles, what's broken needs more than pain. I'm having trouble shooting doubles, trying to figure out where to start. I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to work real hard. And maybe I can learn how to fix a broken heart. How to fix a broken heart.
Beautiful song.
You're muted, Tracy.
That happened. I thought I went deaf and was having a stroke.
1 second. I'm back at Two-Step Tribe with 107.5 BrooksHerringMusic.com. Check it out. That is How to Fix a Broken Heart by Brooks Herring. We're on the show right now with Rav and Steve and Uncle Ryano, who I had hosting literally for you to check out How to Fix a Broken Heart with Brooks Herring, calling me out and being muted because I'm on the other channel for the radio. So you boys can handle it. Rav, Steve, Uncle Ryano, what do you think about How to Fix a Broken Heart?
Man, that was a beautiful song.
And that's a really good song. You know, one thing about country music and stuff, it's past or current experiences, and when you write a song like that, people can relate to. That's really awesome. That's a really good song. But that's a really good job.
We were watching it while we were listening to it. We were watching some of the people on here, and we knew one of the guys from Round Rock. He said, "I can dance to that." He's actually
That's Michael. Yep.
Right there. I can dance to that.
Yep.
Michael is actually on our song number one. Behind
really?
us. He's on the cover of that album artwork.
Nice.
We'll have to talk on back channels because I don't like to say exactly where I'm at, but I'm somewhere around Austin. So, and then I'm back and forth. So I'm in Franklin and Austin. But I'm right in your background. Yeah. How to Fix a Broken Heart is going to be released here Friday, but you can go to brooksherringmusic.com. You can go to Instagram, Brooks Herring Music right now. You can pre-order. It is a digital era. I like to always remind you to please remember that. And to support your artists, we really need you to go to the platforms, grab that song, and take off with it, please. And take care of your artists. Again, it will be on our website as well, patriotsinsidethewire.com. Not only the links, but the show. You can go preview everything here with Brooks, as well as Rab and Steve with Broken Arrow Band and Mr. Uncle Ryano. And Brooks Herring is on here after being, how many shows, Brooks? 16 or 14?
14 over 6 days. Yeah.
Yeah. 14 over 6 days, and we still grabbed them. So all of us, my voice is shot. Brooks' voice is shot. I don't know about Uncle Ryano. We have to ask him. We'll have to see how Rab and Steve are doing over there. Usually we have live music for y'all, but between everybody either having a cold, and this is playing time. Like, this is when everybody's on the road. Things are coming up. So
or resting.
or yeah, from being on the road.
Mm.
So we've got music tonight for you for that. I know that with Brooks being that many shows in a short amount of time, and he actually played today already too, 2:00 in Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all need to check that out. He's playing somewhere almost every day, it sounds like, there in Nashville now. I'll have to get your schedule on there. I will be in for Memories of Honor at the Grove in Franklin, Tennessee, the golf course, all day on Saturday. Starts very early in the morning, so shout out for that and them honoring. We've got our fallen, we've got the veterans, we've got the community engaged in what we're doing there. So we will be there to talk about the Sergeant Two-Step Award as well. Rab and Steve with Brooks Herring on tonight. Rab, you've got your own show, man. So I'm like letting you take it away. I'm like, take it away, Rab. And y'all are, she's muted.
Well, you were. It was very unsettling. I saw you. It's like you were crying for help, but we couldn't really get good instructions on what was going on. Yeah.
No, I was talking on the other channel here, so no worries. You know how it goes. So Brooks with Rab and Steve, Broken Arrow Band. I'm about to dig into it too with you. Let me know when your time is cutting short. I want to jump over and ask them some questions real quick. Let's see what else do I have in here for you?
I wanted to ask Brooks a couple of things. I wanted to ask him up to this point, Brooks. So how long have you been in Nashville?
About 2.5 years.
Okay. So it's fresh. It's still fresh.
Oh,
So you've been doing excellent. You made some great connections, great network. The people that you're meeting right now are going to be lifelong friends. So basically, so far, within the first 36 months of being in Nash Vegas, what has been your biggest surprise in seeing behind the curtain? And the second half is, what has been the most magical memory you've made so far?
Ooh.
Yes, sir. I done dropped it on you. Hold on. Bite, chew, swallow, take a breath, repeat process.
So many magical memories already. Hard to really. I'd say the memory that comes to the forefront of my mind wasn't even in Nashville, but it was a result of what I do in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
I had the honor and the privilege of working with the Creative Vets program as a songwriter and a mentor, and went to a songwriting retreat in Park City, Utah at the National Ability Center with a group of veterans. And I've been writing for over 20 years, and when I was still on active duty, I started writing songs as a way of healing. I was just kind of expressing things that I didn't have any other way to express, and I didn't know that that's what I was doing, but that's what I was doing. And knowing and using the healing power of music for myself was one thing that literally saved my life. But being able to share that with other veterans takes the cake. Being able to share that healing power of music with other veterans and to write songs with them about their service and about their experiences is most definitely life-changing. And I would say that's the most magical thing that I've been able to do since being in Nashville. The most surprising thing,
Don't be scared.
I just don't want to sound like an a-hole, you know.
No.
The most surprising thing.
Yeah, this show is about the truth. It isn't always. We're not trying to get on Christmas card list.
Yeah, the most surprising thing has been I've met some of the most phenomenal songwriters and artists that I have ever just. I mean, I have been on stage with some amazing people. Shelby Ray has the best voice in country music, hands down. You heard it here first. And just to see and hear what makes it to the radio,
yes,
and what makes it to number one, and what gets streamed millions of times versus what I get to hear from these artists that I know is just mind-boggling.
Makes you question a bunch of stuff. Is reality perception, or is perception reality?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't lost on me. I mean, I was 36 years old when I moved to Nashville. You know, I didn't move here straight out of high school or anything like that. Like, I wasn't a spring chicken when I started doing this. Like, I understood the value of connections and networking and you know, the power of who you know, etc. But in an industry,
Bob Regan moved to town at your exact same age you did. You know who Bob Regan is?
That name really sounds familiar.
It really should. He was one of my old writing partners. Ended up being the president of the NSAI and all that. But I digress. Bob Regan.
Yeah, that's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's old writing buddy. Anyway, Bob came to town when he was 36. Greatest line ever, still undefeated. He said, I didn't start my career in music till I was 36. And they said, wow. He said, why so? They said, why so late? He said, so nobody could call me a has-been. Boom. You got this. Take that, own it. That now is a Brooks Herring. Take that to the house, baby. You got it. Light them up.
I dig it.
I'm just listening to the mentoring going back and forth and the acknowledgement of singing and songwriting throughout the community. Something did resonate with me, and that is the songs that you will hear on radio versus when you've been around and you are literally in that business of either radio or singer, songwriter, producing, or working with the people on the ground. The main reason that I said, you know what, I will go back to radio was I saw too many people that were not on radio that needed to be on the radio. So it's like, I'll do it, but there's a condition. I don't work for you. I'm in and I'm not going to your building. I'll stay in mine. So it has to be on my terms. And that's something I've had to learn and grow with. So I didn't think I was going to go back to radio, but there was a reason. I saw too many artists that were so damn good that I was like, what happened when I was gone? It's like everybody's got to have a piece of everything, but there comes a time when you're like, okay, come on now. Well, let's get this together and just make something happen.
All three of y'all have something in common. And all creatives are born with a broken heart. All true poets are born with a broken heart. So when he said when Brooks said a minute ago, he said, I used my music to heal myself. He was using his music to heal himself and everyone around him who also could use its benefit. And then simultaneously, you have the veterans who have served in military, and then you have the veterans who are survivors of life. And it just continues. There's a threshold that continues to push and expand. And either through your military service or people that have had a hard row of life and they didn't have anyone come over and protect them, didn't have anybody come over to lift them up. They made one bad decision that cascaded, whatever it is. we all are doing the best we can and trying to make the most positive benefit to everyone around us and impact. Each one of you are serve in your own way. And so that's what's so beautiful about listening to him talk, listening to you talk. We're getting a Rab here in just a second. But the whole
Yeah,
point
he's
to all of
flowing
this,
all over me.
y'all have all this in common. You know, you guys all have this in common. And I'm really proud of you.
He's proud of you, Brooks.
Thank you.
Uncle
Thank you.
Rhino's proud of Brooks Herring. Brooks Herring music. You got to check that out. I know he means it from his heart too. He's heard your name so much. I'm like, I think from the time I met you, probably, I definitely said if I'm coming on board, there's a couple people that I'm keeping in my roster, and Brooks is one of those. I don't want to start naming because I ended up in the lane of not just veterans, but there are several veterans that you've heard of each other. This is the crazy thing. I know them, and so does someone else that I work with. But it's funny. We'll ask a name. They're like, "Well, we know of them, but we don't know them." They're all veterans, kind of in this same circle. But I get to meet every one of them. I'm like, man, y'all should meet. But as veterans out there, it's kind of like you already know them because they're veterans, and yeah, you've heard the music, but like I've gotten to know many of them, and there's some really great musicians, not just the veterans, first responders, good people, community. One of those is Brooks Herring. And again, his new song, How to Fix a Broken Heart, is coming out. I have a ton of messages on here, Brooks, wanting you to hear about Rab and Broken Arrow Band. I mean, hey, yo, Broken Arrow. Hey, yo, hey, hold on, Broken Arrow. I'm not kidding. These are the messages to me, literally, Rab. So, Rab, you've got a show that you do, literally. You want to tell us a little about that, and you can help by explaining with Brooks too. And Brooks, you let me know if you need to go on the station. When you do, you just let us know. Let's look over here real quick and see what they have going on with Broken Arrow Band, Rab, and Steve. Welcome to Two Step Tribe. What's up?
Yeah, thank you for having us, man. Brooks, great tunes. Honored to be on this podcast with you on all the stations on what we're doing here with Uncle Ryano, with Tracy Tuesday. It's been a true honor listening to him. I mean, the songs we heard from you, it just made us want to Google you, look you up, do a show with you, share you. I was in the retail world for a very long time before I even did music, and I was born into music. I think Uncle Ryano maybe mentioned he knew my dad and my uncle many moons ago when they had a record label up in Dallas, and retail never really worked. I worked for all the big retail companies. I worked for the state of Texas. I've been there, done that, been screwed blue, tattooed, bought a T-shirt with it, and I just wasn't. We probably shared the shirt.
Yeah,
and it wasn't working for me, and I said, you know what? I have this voice for a reason. I'm going to use it, and so I started my own company as the Rab Show. I started going out to different any venue that wanted a good time, good music. I wanted to be able to touch people. I wanted to be able to bring them something that they couldn't give themselves. Not necessarily. I was raised in church. My dad was a pastor. I'm the son of a preacher man, but it doesn't mean I was front row either. I went out and I made sure that people had a good time. And sometimes I was in a bar and people were having church in a bar. And that's just something that really stuck with me. And I started a couple of bands. I kind of came and went, but the Rab Show never left. I'm getting ready to celebrate 15 years as the Rab Show at the end of this month. And then these guys, Steve heard about me with Broken Arrow a couple of years, 4 or 5 years ago, and signed on with them. And we've just been kicking ever since. And our mission is that we just want whoever comes to see us, whether it's one person or thousands, that they leave better than they showed up. And that's our job. And so that's why we are on that stage. And that is our main mission.
I love it. I want to see, Brooks, do you have questions? Uncle Ryano, you know them best, but I am getting questions. So they're like, okay, wait, it's a band. Yes, it's Broken Arrow Band is the name of the band. And this is Steve, and this is Rab. Rab, you have your show that you do too. So you can find Rab, the frontman, on any platform you're looking for. And then you can find Broken Arrow Band Kyle, literally. Broken Arrow Band Kyle. That is where you're going to find them. But you have Rab and Steve here right now. The frontman, just like he has in the title. Rab, on your show, what are you focusing on?
Well, like I said, the rap show is about 15 years old, and I have been my longest show that I've had is at an American Legion post in Bastrop, Texas, and I have tried to be there every Friday. Over the last 15 years, I could probably count on 2-3 hands how many Fridays I've missed because it means a lot to my heart. I didn't personally serve. My brother has, grandfathers have. Other family members have, a lot of friends have, and it's something that I wanted to do that I couldn't do. And so part of me said, let me go and do what I can here. And this American Legion, the band's already played there before. I give a show every Friday. And I just want to go and I want to be with these veterans, be with their families, and invite the visitors in and create whatever they have, different programs there. You know how the Legions and VFWs work if they need help. And on my night is the main night they have. It's the most money making night they have all week. And so I want to make sure that I give that to them so that any veteran that comes in there, they're not told no, we don't have the funds, or maybe next month. I want to make sure that whoever comes, they can be a member, they get what they need, food or whatever it is. And for almost 15 years now, I've been able to do that at this American Legion. I think some of them are watching too.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot here. So Prodigy, I just read, you've got a couple of things in here, and I'm rolling with your people over here for Brooks too. We got a couple going on. Somebody's over here saying it's Dr. Herring that you graduated from Belmont. Is that true, Brooks?
So I am Dr. Herring, yes, in some places. So I attended the University of South Carolina. When I came back from Afghanistan for the last time in 2013, I owned a restaurant for a few years with my dad, and then I went to school. I got my bachelor's in exercise science and my doctorate in physical therapy, both from the University of South Carolina. I am still a licensed physical therapist. Music kind of took the front seat, and I stepped away from the clinic. But I still like to maintain a connection to the physical therapy community and work with PT organizations and clinics as much as I can. When I came to Nashville, I started attending Belmont University in the music business program. It's one of the best in the nation. It's right here in Nashville. And I was able to do that with the GI Bill, and found out they had a songwriting program. And so I changed you have to apply to it. I applied and I was accepted, and switched my major to songwriting. And so I'm a songwriting major with a music business minor. And I will be graduating in December, to answer your question, December of this year. December 12th is commencement. Okay. At Belmont. If you want to come, you're welcome to. Okay. I think it's open to the public. I don't know. But
usually that's that Gold Star mom who won't leave. Just say there's this woman that you better not tell her no. She'll give you a lesson real quick. They'll know what the real sacrifice is. No doesn't exist in the legal realm.
So the name is moving forward in life shall be Doc. Doc Herring. Yes, sir. That just happened. There's no running from it. That just happened. Yes.
I see where y'all just look at his face is a little perplexed. He's like,
I was not a combat med. I know a lot of combat medics that are addressed as Doc. I wouldn't be comfortable taking that nickname because I wasn't a combat medic.
Understood. In our context, when I see the Mohawk, you're getting Doc across thousands of people. So it's coming. We can explain it later. Yeah.
So Brooks, talking about Brooks, now let's go back to Rab and Steve, Broken Arrow Band, because I've got a bunch of people over here asking about a band, the Broken Arrow Band, not just Rab, but the show, but they are, and just Brooks, but about your band, Broken Arrow Band. So tell me something about Broken Arrow Band.
Let Steve say something.
Yeah, Broken Arrow Band was put together about 15 years ago. My buddy, my partner in the band, Johnny Anderson, and I put Broken Arrow together. Started off as getting a couple guys together and just, playing some music, learning some songs, and then went on. And a few years later, we were doing a couple other things, and then we figured out, well, hell, maybe we can do this. This might be working out a little bit. And so we had the pleasure and the honor of hooking up with some good promoters here, venue promoters, and they put us on their ticket with people they had on the show, and we started doing weddings and anniversaries, parties, and all that, and we wanted to keep on and see what we can do. About 5 years ago, we brought Rab on and a lead guitar player named Justin, and started doing original music and going into leaving the cover band scene and going into original music, and that has worked out really well for us, and we're doing really good, and we look to do more and more as it goes on.
I love it. I do want to grab a song for Brooks before, I don't know when he's going, but you know how to message me or let me know. But I'd like to grab one of your songs for him. If you were to choose a song that you really want me to play for the people that are over there jonesing right now for Broken Arrow Band, literally, you got some faithful ones over there. And then for Brooks himself and Uncle Ryano here tonight, which song would you grab?
Well, I think we sent you 3 of them. Everybody had to start somewhere. I think that's one thing we all have in common. And I think maybe the first song we'd like to hear for y'all to hear is called Bar Tab Gigs. I know when I first started out, I was doing shows for literally that. And with our songwriting technique, that shout out Johnny watching and Justin and Corey. I think our songwriting technique is literally just life. We will just be thinking about something, or we'll remember something and we'll jot it down. And then our songwriter Johnny takes it and he puts it all together and he shows us, and then we collaborate and it grows into something so amazing and so true. And it's a part of all of our lives. And Bar Tab Gigs started with Steve here. He's the one saying, man, I feel like it's a bar tab gig. Yeah. And so we just started writing stuff down. And so when you listen to these lyrics, it's literally what we are either watching or seeing or doing or have become.
All right. And so Rab and Steve here, we're talking about Broken Arrow Band. We still got Brooks Herring. We're with Uncle Ryano live right now. 2-Step Tribe. Shout out again. Here is what I have from Broken Arrow Band. I have You Didn't Hear It From Me, Top Shelf, Footsteps of a Fool. That's what I have from you.
Oh, okay. I thought I said Bar Tab Gigs.
I thought we sent you Bar Tab Gigs.
I did send it to you.
Those are the 3 that I have, but I can always grab it, so don't worry, and put it into the show. But while we're live right now, I have the 3 shows that were sent and loaded. So we'll just leave them jonesing for the one we got a whole story about. But I was going to go with You Didn't Hear It From Me, or Top Shelf, or Footsteps of a Fool.
Well, I think, hey, if you want to hear Brooks' last song, man, a beautiful song. I think maybe if you played You Didn't Hear It From Me, that goes really well with what he's put together. Beautiful song. I hope you enjoy it.
You Didn't Hear It From Me. So if you want to send me a message on a back channel on that one, just to my phone, you can, Rab, and I can easily take care of that. This is You Didn't Hear It From Me from Broken Arrow Band. Kyle right here with Brooks Herring still on standby.
I've been hearing rumors you found someone new, and even though breaks my heart. It's my own fault, they're true. They say it looks like love. At least that's what I've heard. And it's amazing how he's changed your life with just 3 little words. But you didn't hear it from me. No, I never said those things. I never told you how much I love you, or just how much your sweet love means. And I had the chance, I didn't say it, which leads me to believe he's holding you now. You didn't hear it from me. I guess I took it for granted. Somehow you knew my heart. If only I told you the way that I feel, would you still be in my arms? Looking back, I wish I'd said those words to you out loud. It took you leaving me to see what the talk was all about. But you didn't hear it from me. No, I never said those things. I never told you how much I love you, or just how much your sweet love means. When I had the chance, I didn't say it, which leads me to believe he's holding you now. 'Cause you didn't hear it from me. When I had the chance, I didn't say it, which leads me to believe he's holding you now. 'Cause you didn't hear it from me.
Woohoo.
That's
What do we
the South
have
Texas
listening?
right there.
I love
That's
Brooks and
Dallas.
Uncle Ryano.
Yeah, Dallas to San Angelo right there in the pocket.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that one, Brooks?
I love it. I
like
love that. I mean, you know, when you hear the title to begin with, like, you didn't hear it from me, like you probably heard it. My mind went somewhere completely different, and then to build up that hook and build to that hook, you know, that was awesome.
Yep.
I think it complements your song so well that we heard earlier. They're both so beautiful, and I think they complement each other.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
You have several, and I'm trying to find her, but if I don't get your name out right here, I will definitely get Rab and Steve the messages. I cracked up a little bit on one of your messages. You got some fans there that just love y'all. They're saying it's #1 on the charts. Do you have one of these songs in here that is on the charts right now?
The one you just played, actually, we hit a little Americana chart here in the I guess the internet world.
Yeah. And it's also that You Didn't Hear From Me has also been on the TCMA chart, the other country music charts. It's been on several charts, and so we've been really lucky that people have enjoyed this song and really liked it and taken it. And so, you know, that song's been a real good one for us.
Definitely. So we've got Texas and Tennessee. I love to mix it up. I bring Miami. Watch out, because they're on the other channel talking to me. So I've got everybody in the house tonight, literally. So that is the Broken Arrow Band. Rab and Steve, let me say this real quick because I had a few people say to me literally as well. So Rab the frontman you can find on Instagram, literally. And then the band, Broken Arrow Band Kyle, Kyle, Broken Arrow Band Kyle. When you look it up that way online for your website, number one, so Broken Arrow Band Kyle, and then Broken Arrow Band Kyle is the same for Instagram. Am I right?
No, they're actually Broken Arrow. There's a Broken Arrow Band Kyle.
Yeah.
But you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, our main Facebook page at Broken Arrow Kyle.
Yeah, take the
Okay.
band
Take
out.
the
It's
band
Broken
out.
Arrow Kyle. You
It's
can
just Broken
find,
Arrow Kyle.
you might be able to find us better if you just say Broken Arrow Kyle.
Yeah, I was noticing that. So you do have a lot that are doing Broken Arrow bands. So I'm looking at, so if I go to Instagram, it's got Broken Arrow and it has the Kyle name in it, Broken Arrow Band Kyle. You do have Rab, the front man, that is on there as well. So both of those channels. And on Instagram, tell us again to follow your band on Instagram, the name.
Broken Arrow Kyle.
Kyle. So no band in Instagram. So Broken Arrow Kyle Brooks. Did you find something?
Oh yeah, I found him on Instagram. It's Broken Arrow Kyle TX.
Yes.
So Broken
That's
Arrow
so far.
Kyle Texas. Yeah, Broken Arrow Kyle TX is what it is on Instagram.
Yep. There you
Found
go. Brooks
Gotcha
is getting it. Yeah. We're all making sure we get your correct channels. Now your fans on YouTube and I've noticed Facebook they really are very big followers and loyal. So they're finding you on YouTube and Facebook is where I'm finding your fans at over here. So shout out again your Facebook page name.
Who?
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow Facebook is Broken Arrow Kyle and also Broken Arrow Band Kyle.
Yeah.
If you want to
So
find the Rab show, find just the Rab show is my Facebook.
okay. And then your website is just Broken Arrow Band Kyle.
BrokenArrowKyle.com. BrokenArrowKyle.com.
Broken Arrow Kyle. No band, everybody.
No
It's
band.
BrokenArrowKyle.com. I suggest you go to the website and all their links will be there on the website. So BrokenArrowKyle.com. Check that out. If you're going to go to Instagram like Brooks and I just were, you got to remember the TX. That's why I said we got Nash in the house and we got TX in the house, Texas and Tennessee. And so be sure you put that in there and you will find that on Instagram. I'd like to jump to another song really quick. I see more messages flowing in. Y'all got some loyal people up there. You've got Top Shelf and Footsteps of a Fool.
I think we should go with Footsteps of a Fool.
Okay. Is that going to take me up? Are we going up in the beat? Or are we staying?
Texas dance hall.
It's still about heartbreak, but it's a funny heartbreak song, and it went number 2 last year on the Texas country charts.
I love it.
You got it. Well, you're all going to be on Texas, Louisiana, and a couple other places. Not a couple.
All
So we're
right.
not just one state, but I'm going to put you on all of them. So tell us a little about the song. You wrote this?
A good friend of ours, Bobby Pounds, wrote this song.
Okay. Bobby Pounds.
He also wrote some stuff for Kevin Fowler.
Okay.
We've known him a long time, and he said, well, I have this song. It's not really doing much, and I'd like to see if y'all can maybe do something with it. And we said, well, let's hear it. And we heard it, and we did a little bit of changing, and he said he was happy with it, and we went with it. And
Did really
I
well.
think everybody really liked it.
Why don't you tell us the name again really quick of this song? It is we have Broken Arrow Band here on the screen. It is BrokenArrowKyle.com. You can check out. Tell us the name of your song again.
Footsteps of a Fool coming your way.
You got it right now. Footsteps of a Fool. I do this on purpose. Remember, we're on radio and all, so I know that we're all visual right now. Y'all go check out the YouTube if you want to see what we're all doing. But literally, this goes on to the radio. So shout out on the radio from 107.5, taking it all the way from there. Like Uncle Ryano likes to say, nationwide. Where are we at, Uncle Ryano? How many?
We're global. We're to 195 countries around the world. We've got partners in the UK, Australia. We're crisscrossing Canada and the US on independent radio stations, 60 syndicated stations. So
Yeah.
we're making a ruckus, and we're bringing in new partners on a regular basis. So it's coming.
They're wearing me out.
Really
Literally.
appreciate you,
No,
Travis.
not literally. I'm having a great time. I love it. Music, again, the songwriting aspect is where I'm going to stick in as well. So, Footsteps of a Fool. This is Broken Arrow Kyle. Y'all want to go check them out in most pages? Go to Broken Arrow Kyle. And if you're going to Instagram, it's Broken Arrow Kyle TX because they're in Texas. They're making sure we know. Footsteps of a Fool. That is FOOL.
I've seen the way he treats her, how he breaks her heart in two. And it's clear to me he's doing all the things I used to do. He's staying out all hours, riding propped up on some stool. Does he know he's following in the footsteps of a fool? I broke her heart so many times, there ought to be a law. And I kick myself for missing all the signs I never saw. Now he's picked right up where I left off, and the path of pain is cruel. Does he know he's following in the footsteps of a fool? She ought to thank me for opening up her eyes to all his late night escapades and half-baked alibis. And he thinks she'll be waiting when he comes stumbling in at 2. He don't know he's following in the footsteps of a fool. I broke her heart so many times, there ought to be a law. And I kick myself for missing all the signs I never saw. Now he's picked right up where I left off, and the path of pain is cruel. Does he know he's following in the footsteps of a fool? Oh no, he don't know he's following in the footsteps of a fool.
That's one of my favorites.
You like that?
I've always liked that one. I can smell the Murphy's oil soap and the floors of frickin' Green Hall. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll die on that hill. Prodigy, I see your message. Much love to you too out there. Belinda is sharing all her love for you guys. And Sonic, what's up, Sonic? Brooks, did you happen to hear their song "Footsteps of a Fool"?
Oh yeah, man, that's honky tonk music right there.
Yeah,
I got up to make a little coffee and use the bathroom, but I was two-stepping the whole time.
it's all good as long as you're moving and grooving the two-step. That's a definite two-stepping song. That's exactly what every one of those great ladies. You've got one over here that's in tribe. We'll get to another song, but I do have something to say. So Brooks and Rab and Broken Arrow, Kyle, is the band on tonight. Remind me to get to you something that we have, which is We Get Artists. I don't want to get into it much right now about what it is, but it is a way that Brooks, you brought up something earlier about getting your music into TV, film. There's some things that have also happened that we happen to be a part of. So everybody stay tuned for Springboard Fest. Brooks, I want you to look up Springboard Fest for me. In regards to Springboard, we also have a lovely partner in tribe. It is We Get Artists. So we have a few things going on aside from just radio, just festivals, and the foundation. We've got quite a bit coming up. So however much you want to elaborate on that, just a little you can, and then we'll grab
Largest music sync licensing in the United States. I would say he's definitely at the top of the pile. Is Barry Coughing, the owner of Music Supervisor, the owner and founder of Springboard Music Festival, the genius behind We Get Music and We Get Artists. And you don't know about the latter one because it hasn't manifested yet. But a short version, we're about $7 million deep into creating something that's going to flip the script on an entire ecosystem. Everything that we're doing, when you don't see us, growth happens in silence. And so we're moving big, powerful, tectonic things with amazing people. Barry Coughing is one of those. And he's brilliant. He does it for you, Brooks. He does it for you, Richard and Kyle. He's been working his heart out for you guys, and he's been doing it for 30 plus years out of LA. Now, he worked the coasts. He wasn't ever based out of Nashville or Texas. He worked the coasts. That was the bulk of his career. But he's had significant, incredible accomplishments down the middle of the country. But all that being said, we have an entire ecosystem, farm to table, that's being created right now for artists to come in and learn from the development part, where you're first trying to get started and you're wanting to start right, because if you start wrong, you stay wrong. So we're bringing in folks to start learning it the right way without being vulnerable to poaching, all the way up to being able to do micro tours and partner with some virtual radio stations. So it's pretty amazing stuff. Like she said, we'll huddle back, but just doing that little run by and slap on the back of the head on it, that wasn't going to get it. We had to clarify a little bit more. There's a lot of meat on this bone. So
yeah, there is. So when you mentioned how to fix a broken heart, and I knew where you're going there. So there's Springboard Fest is who we've partnered with too. So and that's Barry Coughing, and again, Uncle Ryano speaks on those panels. And so the festivals that are ongoing, as well as something else we're doing in Louisiana. So there's quite a lot going on that I want to get both of you that are on tonight, really anybody that Two Step Tribe pulls to come on, is because they've done something with us. This is a collaborative initiative through artists, independent. It could even be your fans that are saying, hey, this is the band you need to check out. So we've got quite a lot going on. Right now, they just want to hear some of your music is what they want to hear. I have a 2-hour slot. We got to fill up with your good music here, not just they're not looking at us right now, but they can go check out YouTube if they want to look at y'all looking all pretty on here. What?
I got Footsteps of a Fool. That's mine. I love that one with Rev and Broken Arrow. Do we have I Want to Run? Do we have that one?
I Gotta Run.
I'm about to be mad at all y'all if we ain't got it.
Do y'all know how I get my music?
Don't be blaming everybody else. I'm saying
whatever you send me is what I got, unless I'm in the station and then I can pull
Brooks, text the file to her on her phone. Text it to her right now, because that one's too good. I want that thing. I love the vibe. That is Appalachia, Midwest. It makes me want to. That's a moonshine background music.
What song are you talking about, Unc?
Oh man.
Everybody likes
the one you ain't got. He gave you everything. Yeah. He even sent the cover of the Declaration of Star Spangled Banner, but you didn't get that. Yeah. I love you, Brooke. I'm mad at you, but I love you.
Well, yeah. What is he talking about? He's talking about you in some song.
Yeah. See?
I went off on a tangent.
Yeah, don't get me going. Old people do that shit sometimes. You just get us upset.
So he'll be happy. What's the name? Tell him.
It's called I Gotta Run.
Yeah,
I Gotta Run. That is the one you wanted, Uncle Ryano. And what
you get old people upset, and you'll find us 3 hours later in the neighbor's yard just standing there yelling at shit. So yeah, You can't get me on a tangent.
I'll get you on a tangent. I'm getting
Yeah.
you on some music is what I'm going to do. So
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, I'm going to get you on some music. Listen here. I've got another one here with Broken Arrow, and I've got what you sent me. So you actually do know what you sent me. So we've done Footsteps of a Fool. You've got Top Shelf. And you didn't hear it from me. So we have Top Shelf left for you.
Yeah.
Rab, Steve, did you write this?
We collaborated this song, wrote it. This song is dedicated to all the beautiful women out there, and most importantly, ours.
Gotta say that up front. You're most important.
I got one upstairs right now watching. All
and our mamas. And our mamas and our grandmas.
At their house. Johnny Anderson, his wife actually, praying for her. She went through some stuff this past week. We weren't able to have Johnny with us. We had to have another good buddy of ours spanking the bass over in Dallas or Fort Worth with us. But prayers going out to his wife. And this song is for all the beautiful women out there, including the ones that, man, hold us together. And whether I always say on stage, whether you go to the bar and you order out of the top or you got it standing right next to you, it's all top shelf.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that. So you're hearing from Rab and Steve over there with Broken Arrow. Kyle, if you check that out online, they're live right now with Brooks Herring here. And of course, Uncle Ryano want me to go grab a song of Brooks Herring. I want you to listen to Top Shelf. And as they said, remember their beautiful wives and then the other lovely ladies out there.
All the gals out there.
Yeah.
Top Shelf all the way. Here we go, babe.
I can see it in your eyes. It's not that hard to recognize. I know the beat gets tough sometimes, makes it hard to keep that high. So let's hop in my truck, let's fly on down to the bar. I'm buying all night. Bartender, reach up high for that good stuff. First class, bang up fine, then marvelous. Dynamite, beautiful, high class, primo, 5-star hot, then fabulous. I'm with my girl, only the best gets dealt. Give us that top shelf. Your hair down and hold my hand. You always remind me how lucky I am. Don't let the world steal your smile, hold your back, grant your style, who gives a damn? So let's crank up the night, hang around, get lost in the smoke, buy another round. Bartender, reach up high for that good stuff. First class, bang up fine, that marvelous. Dynamite, beautiful, high class, primo, 5-star hot, that fabulous. I'm with my girl, only the best gets down. Bartender, give us that top shelf. Bartender, reach up high for that good stuff. First class, bang up fine, that marvelous. Dynamite, beautiful, high class, primo, 5-star hot, that fabulous. I'm with my girl, only the best gets down. Bartender, give us that top shelf.
hello. It is his Top Shelf, man. Top Shelf is the song tonight with Rab and Steve from Broken Arrow. Kyle, the band with Rab and Steve joining us live with Brooks Herring, Uncle Ryano, and myself.
I forgot. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Hey, I asked you a long time ago. I wanted your opinion on them.
Yeah. I forgot about that one. And all I'm saying is my boys at Restless Heart. That's why they restless right now. I mean, they might be just a little nervous. I mean that actually the other way. I think you guys are continuing some beautiful sounds that are indicative to Texas. They are so much what Texas was known for when Texas was consistently cranking out amazing stuff. I think y'all are stepping up to the challenge and representing well. And I love what you guys are doing. I think I communicated that to you before, Rich, but if I didn't, I'm making it clear as crystal right now. So
I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
So Michael, our good buddy there in Texas, is saying, "Hey, I want to see Brooks Herring with the Broken Arrow band in Texas."
Yep.
I called it early. I called it way earlier.
Yeah, literally, they're all over here going, "Well, wait a minute. When is Brooks going to come to Texas?" And ironically, that is something I had been working on prior and needed more pull with a group of people, and that has happened. So, Uncle Ryano jumping in.
I love Texas. Come on with it.
Right. Brooks has known about Patriot Fest, y'all, way before I met you. So this is something that I was talking about. But getting into Texas, now I love Texas, y'all. Don't get me wrong here. I got a lot of friends in the music industry and in radio. Shout out right now to Tammy Mel Spa. I didn't get a chance to call you back today. I'm thinking of you, all of you, T3R, all of you, all these radio stations, sending our heart and love out to you. I will be in touch with you. But I got to get my friends on here that are in Texas as well. So, Rab, Steve, I got to get my Texas people into Nash and get my Nashville people over into Texas. So, more importantly, I'm trying to get them more into Texas.
Texas has more room in it than Nashville.
Let's go.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Good, Michael. All right. I'm going to put some people on that one and reach out to us. Belinda, by the way, is she's got to be connected to one of you, Rab or Steve.
Belinda Rodriguez is a really good friend of ours. Known her a long time. She's been a Rab fan, Broken Arrow fan. I
got to do a shout out for her because she is a faithful fan of yours, and I want to tell her thank you for you and wanted you to know that she is definitely probably one of your top fans. So that's really good. That is really good.
We want to give
Go ahead.
Shout out to our other band members. We talked about Johnny Anderson, the bass player, Corey Anderson, the rhythm guitar player with harmonizing, and then Justin Pratt, lead guitar. And we've since brought on a steel guitar player named Randy Gillian out of San Antonio, Texas. He's awesome. He's brought a great thing to our band. So big shout out to them because without all of us together, it just wouldn't happen.
We love it.
We have to acknowledge that Johnny Anderson might have the coolest country music name ever.
Yeah. I was quite shocked when I met him when it wasn't the one I thought it was.
Yeah. As soon as you said that name, I was like, wait a minute.
Albert from Lubbock.
Albert wants you to know that he is checking in from Lubbock, just so you know.
Shout out, Albert. Good to see you.
Yeah, Albert's like, don't forget about me.
Alpha. He's the founding father of fraternity at A&M.
Yeah. He's like, don't you forget me. We're not forgetting you, Albert. We're telling you, let's get it going in Texas. That's what we're saying. We got it one again here, Herring. Yep. I will make sure that he gets that message. Thank you.
Well, we're currently, guys, and you can help with this. We've been discussing, Tracy and I, about partnering with one of the major music entities, the oldest one, I think, in Texas, and partnering with that music institution and doing 4 regional cook-offs and chili cook-offs and barbecue festivals where we're featuring the food and the music and the cultures, which are so different across the great country of Texas. So That's something, where you have north, south, east, and west, basically, and having really showing that off and the different cultures and the different vibes musically, food wise, everything, and having all four, each of the four, really push and celebrate the other three.
Yeah.
That makes sense, and that just for Texas, along with the blues and soul food festivals that we're going to be involved with our dear friend Henry Turner Jr., the blues daddy of Baton Rouge. We're going to be rolling in over there with the Sergeant Two-Step Award and those things over in Louisiana. We want to fully expand to all the outer lines of Texas and touch all the hearts and minds, so we can do that through the food, through the music, the sharing of cultures, free flowing of people and music. So if we do that, you guys have the South Texas and the Western side. You guys know everybody, y'all, Sunny, Salceda, all those dear friends of ours. We'll be reaching out to everyone to incorporate everyone into what we're doing, because it's tribe across the board. So,
Yes, sir.
We have
That's
several things coming up. So again, I have to shout out to the CMAs because they are opening a lane that is a door that I wanted to open in an area that would talk about how, Rab, you're going to a Legion literally and doing a show nonstop in the community to support. Brooks, you're an actual veteran. Happen to be a name that a lot of people don't know what that is. I just say I am Sergeant Two-Step's mom, who was serving actively and did not get to come home. Don't get funny on me, because the best thing that helps me is meeting other people. And I can tell you other people out there that I'm speaking for will tell you the best thing for us is to be included and to connect to you, because then we move on with a unit as well. So when you're thinking of your veterans, don't forget the families, don't forget the others, because that's a hard one right there. So that's something that we're working on in our music foundation as well. There's tribe right there. We've had everything from Vicky. Is it Vicky Hamilton? Is she Guns N' Roses? Am I going to get in trouble here?
no, Vicky was the first. She was the first manager for Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
She was the A&R for Geffen Records,
Yeah, I'm saying
the
shout
rock
out to her.
label. Yeah, Vicky's in.
Yeah, I'm saying hello to her because I did go run and find this is what it's like. You're on radio and someone's like, "Hey, grab this for me," and I did do that. So if anybody caught that, Rab, did you catch it? Steve, did you? Uncle Ryano, I heard you talking quite a bit to Brooks, and figured out it was about a song. I got to run, literally.
Vicky is Springboard. She's part of the Springboard movement.
Yes, she is. She's part of Springboard Fest. So Springboard Fest, the next one coming up will be Springboard NOLA and Springboard Memphis, which I definitely will be in Louisiana. We'll be at the Listening Room as well. Iconic place there. Henry Turner Jr., shout out there. Just had Leroy Romans. He's part of that too with the Marley family. Billy Ray Cyrus is actually an ambassador for the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation, who has been supporting the fallen families. So Broken Arrow, you are now inducted into Two-Step Tribe. Brooks, I never even asked. He's just always been Two-Step Tribe.
I'm keeping him by my hip. Me and him are going to cause problems when nobody's looking. Yeah. And if they ask, I'm going to tell them Doc did it. That's just what I'm going to say. It's how it is.
Well, unless it's Malachi or someone. So shout out to Malachi, Doc. I do know what Brooks is talking about. So it is an interesting thing to be in both lanes. So I know what he means. But I like saying what he says. It's Brook like Garth Brooks and Herring like the fish. So Brooks Herring is very easy to find. There you go. Rab and Steve, Broken Arrow Kyle TX on Instagram.
So
That's
much. So awesome. I gotta shout out Uncle Ryano. We had to use Run Wide Open one day. We used it for our walk-on song. Gotta tell you, it was a hit, and I play it every show, even when I'm DJing shows. I gotta shout out Jennifer. We're getting a couple of texts on our phones from people that don't know how to comment on the social media, so they're texting us saying we're listening, even though other people are commenting. So shout out Jennifer, Willie Ross right there, double dog tag, kicked out of a country, walking the brig.
Yeah,
Still
I've got Willie here for both of you, Brooks and
you,
for Broken Arrow. You both
He's-
know him?
Marine and Army, so he's a Broken Arrow security, rap security.
There you go. He
Yeah.
knows you, Brooks. Do you know him?
Brother. Not personally, no, but I look forward to meeting him.
Yeah, me too. You have to do the hookup there, Rab and Steve. Now, because y'all told me to run, and I heard y'all rambling on there about a song. Literally, you can send like you did,
Uncle
Rab.
Ryano went on a tangent. Remember, he went on.
I know it's a tangent.
You're
literally.
too young for tangents. You're too young. They'll stunt your growth. You can't have any more. Yeah.
Speaking of tangents,
Y'all gotta come
I'm
back
just
and
glad I
watch.
figured out that Kyle, Texas was a place.
It is.
Hey, actually,
I've been trying to figure out who the hell Kyle was.
It's right
I
next
have it on the
to.
song. I'm not kidding. I'm
It's
like,
right-
where's Kyle?
It's right next to Buda, Texas, but don't you dare call it Buddha.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah, and I've
actually
got, where's Kyle written down for a song? I'm not kidding. I was like, where's Kyle?
we're actually getting a headline for the first time. We get to headline our own town, our own city, Kyle
Oh,
Kyle
wow.
Fair, and actually it's the same weekend that they invite all the Kyles all over the world to come in to try to beat the Guinness Book
When
of World
is this?
Kyle. It's May 16th. Will be headlining Friday night, and I think they do the Kyle count that weekend. So
All right, May
the Kyles,
16th, everybody.
all
All
Kyles.
the Kyles in the world.
The coolest little bar I ever stumbled up on, at least in the last 10 years, I was down there in Buda, Texas, I think is technically where it is. And it's called Willie's Joint.
Really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like it's spelled just like it sounds, Willie's Joint. And I thought that was hilarious, man. I think
will point
everybody
out-
outside of that area did not get the joke. It's very sad. It's true. That's really the name of the place, but
It is. It is.
I'm sorry, y'all. I pay attention to the audience there too. So I'm thanking Willie for his service. He sent us a message there. I'm thanking him. And then we also, it is Buda, number one, because I am country. I'm from both, so I can say it. But thank you, Willie, for your service as well. And yeah, definitely get in touch with me. That'll be cool. It's May 16th in Kyle, Texas, literally. And if you look, let's just let Prodigy do it. Look, there you go. You got a good one there. Closing down the show, hometown show.
Hey,
right on.
Kyle and Brooks went there, and I was thinking of going there, but I was like, it's Kyle, Texas is what it is. So that's what was getting me too. But I've written down, I'm writing a song called Where's Kyle for you. So
I want to give another. Speaking of what Uncle Ryano was saying about coming
I
down,
found it.
doing
Y'all said go run, and I heard him on a tangent to Brooks and Rab and Steve. You heard this, and so I ran and got a song called "I Gotta Run." So
I want to talk about a venue like Uncle Ryano was talking about, bringing cook-offs and music to an area here in Texas. We have a really good spot that we're very good friends with the owners, and we do a lot of our shows there. Here in Buda, that fits thousands of people in their backyard with a huge stage there. So
this is how it works. We literally have these cute, like the foundation. We have a precious dear member of our tribe who happens to be a doc. She is a doctor, a specialist, badass doctor down in Miami, Florida, and her significant other is a heavy metal rock star badass down there in Miami, and they are tribe through and through. It's not just musicians. That's what people initially think, and that's how it started to initially form. But it's expanded to all creatives, all first responders, all people of every walk of life who want to make the world right around them better than it was when they got there. That's all people of service. That's everyone who loves with all their heart. That's what tribe is about, and it's all collaborative. So with you guys coming in, that was perfect for setting this up, and I just threw it out there organically live. You guys That's in your backyard. So let's go ahead and start squaring off that dirt that we're going to come in and set down on that city. Because when we come, it's going to happen like that.
The place is called Buck's Backyard. It's in Buda, Texas. I'm a first responder, been a first responder for 25 years now. And,
Thank you for doing it, sir. Thank you.
And we are having July the 26th. We're having a police officer memorial fundraiser for fallen officers at Buck's Backyard. It's going to be a huge cook-off, cornhole tournament, live music. Broken Arrow's one of the bands, obviously, and silent auction, live auction, and it's going to be right there at Buck's Backyard in Buda, Texas, July 26th.
All right. Y'all get me some information on back channels too, so I keep that flyer going on for that. Let us know about bands, because Brooks Herring right here is one of the ones I want to get into Texas. Patriot Fest is ours, and Freedom Fest, both. We have both of those running, along with the two-step concert series for the fallen families.
Sergeant two-step concert series, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
We real quick, because in radio, this is how it works, everybody. I got 30-minute increments where I have to do radio and so many songs. So what I'm going to do is grab this song by Brooks Herring that Uncle Ryano was on a tangent about, called I Gotta Run, because Brooks has to run literally here in a minute. So, so I am going to play I Gotta Run for Brooks, because he's going to run as soon as it's gone. So I Gotta Run by Brooks Herring that I went and grabbed literally for your tangent. Stand by, Rab and Steve and Brooks. Here's your song that made me play. So, and I love all your music. I'll play it all day long, but here we go.
Shout out to Jay Denton. I wrote this song with Jay Denton. He produced it and did an incredible job on it.
Good. Yeah, I always want to shout out who wrote the song.
This has inspired speeding tickets everywhere.
Hey, we gotta have a disclaimer now. Like, I cannot be held liable for any of your speeding tickets, okay?
Or babies, or people's babies. Yeah, new babies. Yeah.
Definitely not. I got two of my own. I got two.
Yeah, just saying.
Responsible for nobody's babies.
Yeah.
Nope, not me. This is called I Gotta Run. Rab and Steve and Brooks Herring here with Uncle Ryano and Tracy Two-Step. Here we go. Brooks Herring, I Gotta Run.
I can feel it all around me. The air is still unlike my soul. The quiet night begins to drown me, and the fire takes control. The sunset on the road calls out like a wolf into the night. I'm drawn into the distance where the darkness meets the light. I gotta run like the river down the mountain, through ponds and little towns. I know my face but not my name. I gotta roll till the ocean air surrounds me. The delta opens up and takes my soul into a waves. I gotta roll. That I could slow down and tame the wild in my heart. By the time the dust has settled, I'm looking for a brand new start. I'll hang my head, but I won't take my boots off for too long. The sunrise on the hills calls out like an eagle, and I'm gone. I gotta run like the river down the mountain, through ponds and little towns. I know my face but not my name. I gotta roll till the ocean air surrounds me. The delta opens up and takes my soul into a waves. I gotta roll. In the unknown, my sanctuary has no walls. My saving grace is in searching. I'm wandering, but I'm not lost. So I'll run down the mountain like the river through the pines. I'll run to the ocean till I rest one last time. I gotta run like the river down the mountain, through ponds and little towns that know my face but not my name. I gotta roll till the ocean air surrounds me. The delta opens up and takes my soul into a ways. I gotta roll. Gotta run. Oh.
Yes.
Ooh, you got your song, Uncle Ryano, literally. And I was able to grab Rab and Steve stand by with Broken Arrow, not right this second, but Brooks hearing that we got your song in. I Gotta Run right there. Yep. You're getting all of their fans are over here going, wait, what? Wait. All right. Yeah. Look, Belinda, shout out to you. Like, you've got to be the biggest fan there. Brooks, loving it. Hey, your motorcycle riding. I like that. Awesome. I liked it. Anthems. They're talking about it being the anthem, especially Tai with all his running. Willie there is making a joke to you, by the way, Brooks.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw it.
His command voice. Yeah. I love it. And so, Rab and Steve, I found the song real quick that you literally wanted in here. So magically, I'm jumping in and out of stations to pull that for you, and I'm going to grab it. Brooks, if you need to jump, you can jump. I have 30-minute increments on the radio, so we're probably going to just play the one more song, but it's up to you.
I want to get where you're playing next. I want you to announce that. Tell us what you got coming up in the next week or two, bud.
I'm going to be in Nashville this whole weekend. I got Doc Holidays on 2nd Avenue tomorrow night, Live Oak on Thursday, Hotel Frey and Doc Holidays on Friday, Hand Cut on Sunday, Garth's Friends in Low Places on Monday, Jelly Rolls Goodnight Nashville on Tuesday, and then I'm back on the road.
Y'all see about you and Tracy connecting on the 10th, seeing if y'all can do that, because I'm not going to be able to come up there to Nashville. I've got a bad heart. Yeah, okay.
It's in the morning. It's where they're honoring the veterans and the fallen, and they'll be honoring Sergeant Two Step. I've already Brooks is playing actually that day.
Okay.
Aren't you
headed down to the studio in Spring Hill, so it's on my way.
Yeah. So we'll be out there at the Grove starting in the morning. And it is the Grove out there.
I was normally planning on going. I won't be able to go. I've got to go. I've got to be down in Georgia. There wasn't any way around it. So that's why I think tribe, standing with tribe. This is one of the things that's really important. And you guys have a history. Y'all know each other longer than I've known Tracy. So that makes it even better for you guys to be there if it's at all possible.
To me, I'd call and say, hey, I'm in trouble or something. So
yeah.
So I could call if something happened. He'd figure it out.
Before I blast off, I've been a side note. I've been up since 3:30 this morning Central Time, so I'm about to fade away. But before I do that, Tracy, I sent you one other song that I thought would really fit the two-step vibe and the Texas vibe. It's a bit different than what you've heard so far. It's called I Stand. I wrote that song with Caitlin Croker. She's the daughter of a retired fighter pilot. I absolutely love her family. I try and avoid politics at all costs in my music. I don't ever want my music to tear people apart or divide people. I always want my music to bring people together. But There is one place where I draw the line, and that is the flag. I believe that our flag represents the men and women that have fought and died so that we can have whatever politics we want and vote for whoever we want and say whatever we want and believe whatever we want. When the flag is raised and our anthem is played, I do believe that everyone should stand. And that's what that last song is about. So y'all wanted to put that on later on or whatnot when I jump up here. That's a little background on that one.
I love it. And you're right. So the flag itself represents the people, the citizens here in the United States. That flag is about the people. You've got a first responder sitting there. You got a veteran. You got a survivors of fallen families. You've got another one over there too, where we've lost people. But it's not just about losing. It's those that serve, like Lillian here talking about giving us the command, and Tai who's serving actively, and just about being a person, literally a good person who understands that. Look, you can go argue with whoever on whatever you want because you get the freedom to do it, right? So you get the freedom to do it, but respectfully, leave me alone when it comes to the flag part too, because then you might just get that mama in me that you didn't want to know. So it's not politics, it's people. That's what I always say.
Yeah, it's all about people.
Yeah.
On that note, I want to shout you out, Brooke. Thank you so much for your service. I want to thank you very much, Tracy. Thank you for bringing us together, Uncle Ryano. Thank you for walking into my life the way you did. You know, when you say that and specify the flag and specify just everything we just talked about for the last 5 minutes, you know, I asked the guys when I joined up with Broken Arrow, I said, you know, what's the name about? And it was a cute story. It was a great story, and it meant even more to me. And I brought my my idea to the guys of what I think Broken Arrow means, and we have stuck with it ever since. And you know, I don't know if you maybe know what Broken Arrow means, or maybe there's different terminologies or different things that you said over the years, or you've heard through Grandpa or Dad or my brother or whoever. But you know, we say this on stage for a reason, and we tell our crowd, we tell our fans, we tell our family, our friends, we tell our tribe, we tell y'all, we are here for you, just like y'all are here for us. And when you say Broken Arrow in the service, it means something nuclear. It means something huge. It means everybody, all hands on deck. Man, send everyone. And we want people to know that, you know, when they come to our shows, we want to be able to provide them with that. But we also want them to know that they may be that for us. Because sometimes, I mean, I've just gone through my mom passing away, my dad passing away, and I have needed them more than maybe they have come to pay to see me. And so it means something so much when I hear you say stuff like that, Brooks. It means a lot to me. But also, as a Native American, when you break it down, it means peace. It means come together. It means it's all going to be okay. And so as long as we have each other, that same type of mindset, and we get all that do's and don'ts and traditions made of men out of the way, I think that there's no way we can't win. And there's a reason why we're on this episode, we're on this podcast, we're here with you, Brooks, because you've really touched my heart personally. And I really like your music, and I really want to do something with you. And I think that because of us coming together, that's what Broken Arrow means to me.
Patriot Fest. It's the Patriot Fest in Buda, Texas. Buda.
Yeah, I
That's
really hope we can.
B-U-D-A.
I want to do something. I want to do something with y'all.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We've got
That's
West
what
Coast,
tribe is.
LA. We're working on LA, Louisiana. We actually have something everywhere except Nashville, ironically. Nashville's one of the harder areas right now. It's very commercialized. So we're going to go outside of Nashville. We'll still be in Tennessee.
There you go.
I have never been to Nashville.
I'm from
It's okay.
Never been.
There's two Nashvilles. There's the place that the tourists see, and then there's Nashville.
Yep.
And so the real Nashville looks like you're going into houses, little rows of houses that look unremarkable, may not even have addresses visible, but they've got a wicked camera system. And when you're walking up the steps, you'll hear the mag lock disengage and the buzzer go off, and you go on in this little unremarkable house. And you walk in there and everybody's sitting around in there. It's either a little cafe. It's like a speakeasy, or it could be a publishing company. It could be a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that's dude. That was my life for 20 years, you know. And I would take people; they were expected to see ivory towers in the city of Oz, and I was taking them to Berry Hill, and they couldn't understand, you know. And you know where Berry Hill is, I'm sure. So I lived in Berry Hill, right across from the city commissioner and the mayor, and so we were all BFFs. And I'd walk next door, literally 17 feet from my front porch, and I would be in Randy Scruggs' studio where they recorded Copperhead Road and Guitar Town, and I'd be singing demos all day for people. Yes, so that was the old school, and got to do it in some wicked shorts, a Hawaiian shirt, and a big old cup of coffee. So way to go to work. That was a hell of a commute.
That's the way I do it.
Yeah, baby.
I think that's probably how Brooks does.
This is what I wore on stage today. Oh, y'all can't even see my jorts.
Oh,
No, so he's showing off. So he's got me beat up. I'm not even wearing pants. Yeah.
I wore that on Broadway today. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all got to come see the YouTube now. Two Step Tribe. Brooks Herring just stood up, showing his legs and his shorts. So
He's got pretty legs, don't he? He's got pretty legs.
Light.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
it's part of the show where Brooks says he's got an OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, that was my ripoff right there. I was going to say I'm not wearing pants at all, so if I stand up, it's going to be only man's. You know, that's what it'll
there
be.
you go.
Yeah,
And there's a disclaimer on this show right now to tell you that we are on the radio, we are on air doing music, we are not doing OnlyFans, but hey, it's all up to you what you want to do. It's all about those freedoms. There you go. Laughing.
Free Willy.
You got the whole crew going on now.
I'm sorry. Check out my OnlyFans.
yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Rab and Steve, I did grab what the song that you wanted to. Brooks, awesome. Would you like to stay, or are you going to check out? Either way, I'm going to play this song and try to get it in real quick. In the radio business, I've got about 4 minutes. I got to get this song in and say good night to everybody. So
Get it in.
you, Brooks. Rab, Steve, tell me the name of this song. This is where you started, and I'm going to end with it. What was this song?
Yeah, bar tab gigs, man. Everybody's got to start somewhere. So we all this is our life from A to Z.
All
it
right.
doesn't end. I still play for food. Come on.
Yeah. What? Who wrote this song?
We all did. He started it.
I started it. I was sitting at home one day and I was writing some stuff down, and I called Johnny and I sent him some verses, and he put the rest of it together, and then he brought it to us, and we, did our little tweaks to it and all, and then it came out to what it is now.
Well, all right. Let's take a listen to it here again. Shout out again to our lovely radio station who pulls it out to the other 60, 107.5. You are not going to get a voice from me tonight. I have had a cold, y'all, so take it easy on me out there. Tracy Two-Step, Uncle Ryano, Two-Step Tribe, checking out right here with Rab. There goes my country, y'all. Rab and Steve with Broken Arrow. Kyle, TX, if you're going on Instagram, and it is Broken Arrow Kyle, to just go look it up on their site, please. We have that last song here for you, and here it is. It is with Broken Arrow Kyle. Here we are, Rab and Steve, our first responder, our veterans, and our people in music.
These bar tab gigs are cool with me. It's not just about the money. Good things come to those who wait. It's like our whiskey in the barrel, reaching that perfect age. It's like that couple swaying all night long. You should have seen them here that first time. They couldn't get through one song. And now they're turning heads all around the floor. Just needed a little bit more. And now they're dancing up a storm. It's not just about the money we're counting on to keep us feeling strong. We drink our share, but we hold the line. It just might take a little more time, working hard and dreaming big, rocking all night at these bar tab gigs. Step by step on that grind, everybody wants to soar, but you gotta put in that time. So hanging tough and digging in, busting through the week just to do it all again. Cold beer and burning neon lights, some two-stepping on that floor will light up a Saturday night. These bar tab gigs are cool with me. It's not just about the money we're counting on to keep us feeling strong. We drink our share, but we hold the line. It just might take a little more time, working hard and dreaming big, rocking all night at these bar tab gigs. It's about them songs we're gonna play. They're gonna hit them all night like a freight train. You gotta walk before you run, burning both ends and getting it done. These bar tab gigs are cool with me. It's not just about the money we're counting on to keep us feeling strong. We drink our share, but we hold the line. It just might take a little more time, working hard and dreaming big, rocking all night at these bar tab gigs. Oh yeah. Rocking all night at these bar tab gigs. Rocking all night at these bar tab gigs.
Ooh, we just finished up tonight with Broken Arrow Kyle, Rab, and Steve here live. Brooks Herring Music. Check that out tonight live. Uncle Ryano tuning in too, traveling on the road. Myself as well, Tracy Two-Step. I'll be taking off to Nashville myself. Keep tuning in. Any last words any of you would like to say before I close up the station?
I just thank you for having me on. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you so much for your time. And man, I look forward to seeing y'all again, and everybody that's watching. Look forward to seeing y'all at the show. Y'all hit the website. My schedule is always on the website, and you can find links to all my socials and everything right there, brooksherringmusic.com.
Welcome to the tribe.
Texas. I knew that would happen. So we've got a lot of Broken Arrow here. I'm trying to say thank you to each one of them. For each of you, a lot of your fan base is saying, get Brooks to Texas. And then I got to say to Willie, Willie has a comment. Did you see it, Brooks? Talking about your shorts.
I did not.
He says, before you leave, just know you got a brother here, but he is not wearing shorts. But he will not be wearing the shorts. So shout out to I see you, Fallon, Belinda. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful there. She's like, we got to get Brooks out here in the big state of Texas. So as we keep working on Patriot Fest or the Two-Step Concert Series or anything you're doing there, Broken Arrow, the stations and all of those out there supporting us. Shout out again. Stay tuned. The CMAs, there's some stuff coming up. Thank you for tuning in to Step Tribe, Rab and Steve right there. What you going to say, Uncle Ryano?
Thank you all for coming and joining in this with us tonight. Big shout out to Broken Arrow, to Richard Rab, DJ Rab, and to Brother Brooks Herring. We're proud to have you guys officially in the house and in the tribe. And we want everyone to know that they're loved and they're appreciated. And thank you for spending some time with us.
We love it. We love it. We are on air. So thank you so much for that.
Always.
On the airwaves. Go ahead. What'd you say there, Rab?
So we got you back.
Got you back. There you go. We got to get you in Texas, Brooks. There you go. Oh, look, he's got it on there. Did you have that the last time I saw you?
Yeah.
You did? I didn't see it. Huh. Well, it's been great having you on. Check out Two Step Tribe. Stay connected by going to patriotsinsidethewire.com when you hear us talking about our festivals or the awards that are happening. So it started in both. Let's put it that way. Born in Nashville, staying in Texas, going back and forth. So we'll have it in both states and Louisiana so far. So stay tuned in. We're going to sign off right now with the Two Step Tribe. Thank you all so much. Belinda, one of your biggest fans here, Broken Arrow. I'm saying, man, you got a heck of a fan there. She can
Belinda.
All your platforms for you. Yes. I want to make sure she gets a shout out from y'all. Literally.
Big shout out to Belinda. Big shout out to her.
That's Belinda has been like all night between Brooks and yours. So she's now a huge fan with Brooks too. So Belinda, thank you. It takes the fans to support. Please download a playlist and support your artists in a digital era. That's how we've got to do this. Take care of your artists. Take care of the radio that's still out there and working within the community. Thank you for tuning in to Two Step Tribe. Have a great night. Here we
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Two Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant Two Step, sign us out. Let's load up and roll out.